Hi, I'm Rachel.
Hello, I'm Zoe.
Nice to meet you, Zoe. So, we're doing a grade 12. We've got a topic presentation, a discussion of your topic, an interactive task, a listening task, and a conversation. Have you got any notes for me for your presentation?
Yes, I do. Here are some bullet points.
Wonderful, thank you. During your presentation, I'll be taking notes, but I'm just simply noting down things to help me with points I want to discuss later on. So there's a clock there, if that helps with your timing. And whenever you're ready, do start.
Okay. Okay. Today, I would like to talk about the topic of immigration. I think it's an issue that has been viewed quite negative by many people from the UK and Greece. So, first of all, I am going to talk about people's attitude towards immigration. Secondly, I will outline how immigrants are viewed in Greece, and then I will contrast it with the situation in the UK and my personal experience, of course. First of all, let's examine the situation in Greece. I think that immigrants in Greece are experiencing many problems. It's quite difficult for them to get well-paid jobs, and for example, many people are taking advantage. They exploit immigrant labor by paying the minimum wage. I don't think it's putting it too strongly to say that some people are just racist. I've seen numerous examples of Greek people screaming on television saying that immigrants should go back home. There are cases of students, for example, that they were really good students and they got distinction, and the Greek parents complained just because they were immigrants. Moving on to attitudes in the UK, although I think there are some cases of negative examples here as well. It's quite different. London, for example, is a cultural melting pot, and from my experience, it has been quite easy for me to feel comfortable in the city and find a job and never feel a stranger. Is immigration a positive or negative phenomenon? Although many people might think that it is a negative thing, I maintain that a society can only benefit from immigration, because you do get places like London, for example, where you get people from all around the world, and you have all these different ideas and cultures and art and even music. So it can only be a positive thing. As I said before, London is a cultural melting pot, but it's also a center of cultural exchange. So to sum up, it might sound like I'm saying there should be no limits in immigration. On the contrary, what I'm saying is that the benefits of immigration outweigh any potential downsides. So this is the end of my presentation. Do you have any comments or questions?
Well, definitely, that was very interesting, thank you. You mentioned there are issues about employment, the fear of loss of employment, the fear of the kind of suppression of wages and minimum wages. Mm-hmm. What makes you say that? What makes you think that's an issue for people?
Truth is, if you are in need, you'll take any job with any salary because you just need the money. So if you are born in a country and you have your family there, or and you know your friends and everything, then you have support, and then you expect better things, and you won't work for a very, very low wage if you think that you are very qualified. But other people that need the money, even if they are very qualified, they'll just take it because they need it. So I think what they might think is that since someone is offering the same services for less money, they will go for them. So obviously they think, okay, they will take someone else, not me.
So are you saying that basically immigrants work in conditions and for salaries that are damaging to the society that is hosting them?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that people might think that because they might offer their services for less. But actually, if you think about it, they actually might be good for society. They might boost their economy, because if you work for less, then you can sell your product for less.
So what you're saying is people's fear is justified, that they're quite right, immigrants are coming and taking their jobs and doing it all for minimum wage.
No, I'm not saying that. I haven't done a research on that matter, and I don't have numbers or specific examples. I'm just talking from my experience and what I've read in newspapers or I've watched on TV, what people think and feel is happening. And in my opinion, their fears are groundless.
Yes, but you're sort of admitting to the fact that we know economies benefit from immigrant labour. It's a well-known economic phenomenon. You like people to come in who are happy to work for low wages. That's what you've just said. So surely if people feel threatened by that, they're justified.
Well, there is another opinion that immigrants just do jobs that people in their own countries don't want to do. For example, in Greece, there are jobs like cleaners or workers that they're all immigrants. They do jobs that Greek people wouldn't touch.
It sounds as if you're saying that Greek people are not really ready to admit to the fact that they like the benefits of immigration, but they also want to be quite abusive towards immigrants for coming to work for lower wages and giving them a benefit.
I maintain that the government should educate people, because if they know how immigration can benefit their country, then they wouldn't think that way. They would feel that this is a positive thing for them.
Okay. I probably agree with what you're saying. However, people would say, well, that's a nice, tolerant, kind, friendly attitude. But in reality, racist attitudes are right.
By implication, you say that Hitler was right.
Well, there are people who believe he was, would say that you should protect your country from immigrants, that it negates your cultural identity, and they genuinely believe they are right and you are being soft, silly, no sort of long-term view, that kind of thing.
I don't think it's putting it too strongly to say that these people who hold these views are a significant minority.
True, but they're vociferous and I think quite unpleasant. I agree with you that their attitudes have no place in the sort of present day. Well, thank you very much for that.